Welcome, welcome. This is Hannah.
And Calissa.
And Sarah.
And we have our guest.
Danajua.
Woohoo! I worked with Danajua for, I don't know, when did we work? As a hairstylist.
Like 5 years.
Oh my gosh.
Because I've been there for over 5 years.
Goes by fast.
I know.
So she is my other minority hair friend that I loved having. But then we always got people mixing us up all the time.
All the time.
Really?
Yes.
You guys don't look alike at all.
Well, that's why I like the ignorance.
Yeah, they'd come in and they'd
sure.
be like, oh, you cut my hair last time. Then I'd swipe them back and I'm like, I'm not Hannah.
Yeah, we can check the history and be like, no.
Oh, I see.
I'm not the right person.
I see.
I think the worst it happened to was a girl. She's white, wasn't pregnant, and the lady in her chair was like, "Oh yeah, I saw that you were due because you did my hair last time." And my friend goes, "Huh?" And then she looked at the history and was like, "I am not Hannah. I'm not one. I'm not brown, and I'm not pregnant." But Danajua was fun to have because I don't know. I felt like I had all the ignorant people, and then I felt like they kind of shooed themselves away. And they're like, okay, maybe I should watch my mouth. And I'm like, yeah, you think?
I still get lots of
still?
ignorant Oh my gosh, yes. Yes.
Explain that.
The
because,
way
like,
some
I feel like
people will
sometimes I am.
call and like describe
Oh,
someone.
that's the
They'll
worst.
be like, oh, the skinny one, or oh, the fat one. Or somebody called me the macchiato girl. Is the macchiato girl working?
what?
Yes.
Okay, we
Yes.
kind of talked about last week when we were doing this. We kind of talked about like proper ways to describe someone.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
It's the same
so
guy
not like
too,
that.
and he'll be like, "Oh, the mixed girl. Oh, the macchiato girl." And I
boy.
just find it funny because I know his wife is black, so I think it's hilarious because I'm like, that's funny.
It's really rude when they're like, who's that really skinny one? Like, sickly skinny.
Yes.
Oh, that's sad.
Or that old lady in the back, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay.
You couldn't say like
going
hair
in.
color,
I know,
Right?
that'd be nice, but
like what she was wearing.
But also, you probably knew who they were talking about.
You gotta like sometimes you gotta like throw out those really defining qualities, but sometimes, woo.
and then on the phone call,
should be.
if they'd want Danajua or me, they'd be like, she, and I'm like,
Just say it.
Yeah.
Honestly, and I tell him that too. I'm like, I don't know who you're talking about. We know who you're talking
know
about.
who you want.
Like,
There's
even
not
if
a
you
lot.
try to pronounce my name, I know. As soon as you say duh, I'm like, yep, that's me.
So your name is Danajua.
Yes.
How many people, or like, what do you hear?
Everything.
Like what?
They'll call me
Dana
Danajua. Dana Sue.
Dana Sue.
Yes.
I heard that one.
That's kind of cute though.
Danja, Dejanay. I can't even, everything. Whatever you can look at my name and pronounce it, that's Danajua.
Yeah.
Like,
Because it's Danajua.
yeah, so it is a funny, thanks, Mom. It is a funny name, but
No, but it's pretty, and it's a name I don't hear often. I'm like, Danajua. It's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like it.
I wouldn't know how to pronounce it either, probably.
No,
but I'm also
you wouldn't.
just like,
I was definitely thinking it was Danajua. So
and that's another one, yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I would just precursor say like I'm not gonna pronounce this right.
Some people do.
Okay.
And then as soon as
Yeah.
they say that, we instantly know who they're talking about.
Yeah.
But like Rondell, the amount of people who call for Rondella,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you're adding letters.
Yes.
Take them away.
Yeah, they just say our manager's name is Rondell, and I've heard a lot of like, is Rondell or Rhonda? That's a popular one. And I'm like, oh no, yeah, she's working. Yeah, our names are just too complicated for some of the customers.
You know what though? My name is Sarah, and that's very straightforward. And I said that to somebody, and they spelled it Shara, and I was like, "Hello, have you ever spelled in your life?" So you know, it is what it is.
Love that.
It is what it is.
yeah.
Okay, so we're called 30 Crying and Trying. Danajua, how old are you?
24.
24.
Oh, she a baby.
She a baby. And you have how many kids?
Two.
2
I have
kids.
2 kids and a little stepdaughter.
Yes.
So I say 3 girls.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Girls. Girl mom.
Oh, girl
So-
mom. Yeah.
Opposites.
Yeah.
Very sassy.
How old is your oldest?
So my oldest just turned 3, and my youngest is 1.
Okay.
I know.
Those are fun ages, though.
They really are.
Crazy ages.
Yeah, they
Oh
are,
my
but they're
gosh.
fun.
They are. They're a lot of fun.
The outbursts are annoying.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but that doesn't really get better.
No.
I'd say.
No.
My 8-year-old still has like times.
I feel
where
like it's just getting worse.
Carver had a fit the other day. You don't care about
Yeah.
me. And I'm like, dude, I just told you to clean your room.
You hate me.
Yes.
Nobody likes me.
Yep.
You think I'm dumb.
I didn't
like,
know that this
dude.
happens. I never did that as a kid.
I don't think I did either.
I don't remember saying that to my mom either.
Don't. I remember one time when I was like probably 15, I like blew up. I'm like, I'm leaving. I'm not coming back. And then I went in my room and cried. And then I went downstairs and apologized because I felt really bad.
Wow, you
I
apologize.
did. Yeah, I told her I hated her.
Oh,
One time in my
boy.
life. One time. And then I had to apologize because I was so upset about that.
Yeah, that's rough.
But that's such a hard age because I just remember just having outbursts, and I remember not liking my dad. Did you ever hate your dad or like?
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, sorry, Sarah.
That was post death.
Sorry, no.
Sorry. That was uncomfortable. I shouldn't have said anything.
Humor over here.
Laughing unnecessarily. Sorry. Oh gosh.
Well,
Skip that.
maybe. Well, I don't know. It just happens. Teenage, like I just hated my dad for some reason. It just bothered me.
Not your mom?
No. But she annoyed me, but I felt like my aggression was toward my dad a lot. I don't know.
Maybe you just knew he could take it.
Maybe. But then I talked to other other dads, and they've got teenage girls, and they're like, my daughters just hate me. And I'm like, it's just a phase. It'll pass. It happens.
Someday they get married and they'll want you to
Yeah,
walk
and
them down the
they'll want
aisle
you.
and whatever and
Yeah.
whatever dads do. I don't know.
Once we move out of the house, then we're like, I love my mom and dad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Truth.
Pretty much.
Dang.
I don't leave her alone.
Your mom?
Nope. She lives right down the street from me.
You guys work together?
Oh my gosh, yeah, I see her all the time. But it's good because then I'll be like, "Are you cooking tonight?"
Oh.
Oh yeah.
It's the best.
Things that I could Google, I just call my mom about instead.
Oh, yeah. Pancake recipes.
Be like, what kind of tax form am I looking for? And she's like, girl, I'm not looking at your taxes. I don't know. I'm like, I need to know. I could Google it, but I'm asking you. Like, I'm calling you right now. You tell me. Oh man.
Did you and your mom go to beauty school together?
No, she.
Or was she an instructor?
Yeah, she was actually my instructor for a while.
Rad. That's cool.
I know I can't get away.
You wouldn't
No, it's
want
more
to.
like she can't get away.
Yeah.
Even if she tries to, she can't.
Can't
No.
run. She can't run. She can't hide.
But yeah, she was my teacher for a little while, and then I started receptioning for you guys.
Yes, and she was you
Because
were the
of
best
her.
receptionist.
Yeah.
You were like the only one.
Toot your own horn. Toot it. Toot your horn.
And now she's my manager. Love that. It's funny because I'm always like, I'm calling in tomorrow. She's like, I'll pick you up. You're not calling in. And I'm like, wow. Okay.
Can't get by.
No.
That's good. That's funny.
But it's always a good day. If I have to work and I see both you guys on the schedule, I'm like, it's a good day. Praise the Lord.
I love that. That's awesome.
You and your mom have a fun energy that I like.
I get
Yeah, I
it
can
from
feel
her.
that. I can feel that. It's genetic.
It's definitely genetic.
Funny. Okay, so you have 2 kids, 3 and 1, and you are a full-time stylist
Yes.
and a full-time mother.
Yes.
How
How does
the
that
hell
work?
do you do it?
Yeah.
It works. Get off work, get them from daycare, just hang out with them. I mean, sometimes I'll like limit in my schedule, sometimes, so that I can hang out with them more.
Yeah.
But when I'm not at work, they're always with me. So we make it work.
Yeah.
They like going shopping too much, so
Target.
I gotta figure out how to pay these bills. Target. Cake Pops.
Oh,
Now there's
man.
2 of them who want Cake Pops. Oh my god.
I never started the cake pop thing, so
I tried not to.
I just say no.
I tried not to, but
It just took like 2 times with my oldest, and she knows.
she knows.
She's on that routine. When she sees Target, she knows she's getting a Cake Pop.
We used to do the lemonades. And my oldest was like, "Is it lemonade time?" I was like, "No, we gotta stop that. That's too much. That's expensive."
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Especially when we're just like stopping in for something quick, and then they're like, "It's lemonade time." Like,
Yes.
no, dude.
And she only will eat the dog cake pop
Because it's
with the ears, because she can eat. I don't know.
Oh.
She eats the ears, so I think it's easier for her to bite in. But yeah, I've tried giving her. They didn't have doggies one time.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh, it was literally we had to leave. She threw a fit. They had bumblebees once. I got her a bumblebee. Wouldn't eat it. They had the orange ones. Won't eat them.
Ew,
Yeah, it was like orange cream. She literally held it the entire time. She wouldn't eat it.
that's nasty. Why would they even make that? Nobody wants that.
No, it was cute though.
Cute, but it's nasty.
I wouldn't eat it.
No,
I think they all taste the same.
but it's
do.
orange.
I do like the chocolate ones, but other than that, I don't like them.
I've never had one.
Me either, but orange, ew.
Yeah.
It was like orange cream.
No, that's
When I
nasty.
think of that, I think of like an ice cream, like a milkshake.
I think of like what's that ice cream where it's like green and orange, and then you mix it
Sherbet.
with the and then you mix it with the like Sprite or whatever.
Yum.
Mom, so gross. I know I can't help it. It's nasty. I
Got
don't
no
like
class. I'm just kidding.
It. I'm sorry. I feel like that's kind of a like lower class thing to do.
Mother, she's calling you out because that's what my mom would do. She would
Okay.
have sherbet and then she would like pass around the 7-Up so you can pour the 7-Up.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't say lower class. I meant more of like a. I don't want to say like country, but like we did it at my like grandparents' house.
Country.
And I know that's what I'm saying, and it was like they lived in the country. I feel like that's kind of a country thing. That's not really. I don't know. I never have met a lot of people who do that besides people who've grown up like in the country.
The country. Yeah, us and our sherbet.
Get the 7-Up.
Sorry.
Well, it's a good treat, so I like it.
I do too.
Yeah.
You do you, man. I'll stick to my hocho.
You're what?
My hocho, my hot chocolate.
You can't.
I'm a child.
Yes.
All right, move on.
Move on. Okay. So how do you do your schedule then? Like, do you
Do you get to pick your schedule?
I would say I more so have the limited schedule just because like daycare closes at 4:30.
Yeah.
So I usually
always
work
work
8 to
open.
4.
Yeah.
It used to be I'd have one closing day a week because we all had to have one closing day. So then my closing day, my mom would either be off or she'd be off early so she could get them.
Oh, nice.
But now it's harder with 2 of them. Oh my gosh, that 1-year-old, she's wild.
What?
Yes,
What's she doing?
everything. What isn't she doing?
Oh no.
That's just a personality
Everything.
type.
It's Amara 2.0. Oh my gosh.
Good luck.
And I'll be like, which one do you want, Mom? She's like, I'll take the older one. I'm
Yes.
like, dang.
The older one is just,
She is so chill. Like, she is chill. She likes playing with her little toys until sister comes.
Yes.
And then it's like,
World War III.
literally.
She took my thing.
She's like, Mommy, move her. No, sissy. This is my toy. I'm like, Amara, that's not yours.
Yeah.
That's hers. Yeah, she's got a sharing problem.
Yeah, so
That gets better.
it gets better?
Kinda.
I hope so.
Yeah.
She's very particular of her toys. So when she likes something, she likes something.
I will show you Cutter's room because he's got tiny little trinket toys that he's just kind of obsessed with. No one can touch them.
It's the little figurines.
Yes.
The
Yes.
Peppas, the Blueies.
Yes.
Paw Patrol. She doesn't even watch it, but she likes the little things. It's cute. It is cute.
They're like tiny little
people.
trinkets. Mm-hmm. Yep. Like you guys
Yeah.
feel this one's area?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we've put a limit on such things because they're annoying and they get lost and they cry
Yeah.
about
So
it.
annoying.
And I'm like, I don't want to pick up these tiny toys and then I step on them. We're done with those.
I found a tiny little Barbie ice cream in Cash's poop. Bright
Oh
pink.
my gosh, Hannah.
And I was like, what the hell? I called Nick immediately. I just found a Barbie toy in Cash's poop. So,
It went
came
down
out.
without an issue. So
but then I like Google like what happens to a child's body when they swallow something, and they're like they could turn purple, they could have wheezing, they could listing all the.
if they choke, it came out.
It did come out, but I was like, he could have been purple in the night.
It does scare you.
You probably
It
would've noticed
is.
if he was choking.
So scary, but I threw all those tiny little trinkets away. I'm like, no. Oh
You're funny.
my gosh.
Yeah.
I remember swallowing a dime when
I used to be
was little.
paranoid about that with Bronny. Yeah.
I swallowed a coin
That's
when
scary.
I was young. Yeah. I remember it like getting stuck halfway through. Then I just,
Did you notice when it came out?
I didn't know. I was like young.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't know that happened.
Oh my,
Passings.
that's scary.
Yeah. So,
That's why certain things have holes in them now, like pen caps, lifesavers.
pouchies. We call them pouchies. The little vegetable or fruit pouches you can get. Those caps have holes in it in case, choking hazards.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Pretty nice.
Makes
So
sense.
I think a lot of companies, like if they're working with children, they make it child safe.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
At least as much as possible. Kids are crazy, so you never know. But
Yeah. Anyway, going back, so you and your mom kind of help out with the daycares and everything.
Yeah.
And you have a not husband, boyfriend.
Fiance.
What?
Ooh, awesome.
When did this happen?
I don't even remember. Is that bad? The end of June?
Oh my gosh.
No, July.
so still
my
fresh.
Gosh, I'm terrible. Yeah.
Do you have your ring on?
I do.
Let me see.
Can we see?
Oh, that's lovely.
How did it?
They look like little flowers.
I know it's so cute.
I have a 3-stone too. I love the mine.
Do you want to talk
I
about
like it.
the engagement or right? Engagement?
Yeah.
Proposal?
Yeah, it was kind of like, so he had something planned, like with my mom and my siblings and his sister, but he's very impatient. He can't wait for nothing. It was literally like 2 days. I'm like, you should have, okay, I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, we just went to the park and we were on like the little bridge thing and I was like holding Amara to look at the water. She is obsessed with water. That's my water girl. She'll jump in if I let her. And then I turned around and that's when he asked. But I don't really remember because I was like
Shocked.
freaking out. I'm like, stop playing games with me. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Yeah. Was he on his knees?
Yeah, he was. But I was like so excited. But then at the same time, I'm like, oh my gosh, nobody took a picture.
Oh, Danajua.
But I remember that part just after it. I don't remember it, but yeah, I was excited.
That's awesome.
And then I had to wait
Congratulations.
2.5 weeks because my fingers are fat, so I had to get it resized.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But yeah,
Congrats.
thank you.
Yeah.
So now your wedding bell wedding planning.
Not really. I should be. I'm
That's okay.
terrible at planning stuff.
Just elope.
Terrible.
talked
See,
about
I've
this.
thought about that too because I'm like terrified of having to walk down an aisle in front of everybody. Oh, knowing me, I'd fall. I'd trip. I'd pass out. I'd do something.
All eyes on you.
Exactly. And I don't do that. So we'll see.
Be like, nobody look at the bride.
Exactly. Look
Everyone
forward.
turn away. You could get them like some mirrored sunglasses or something so they could like turn away, but like they could see you in the mirror. I don't know. That might be fun.
That's funny.
Oh, I didn't know that.
know.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's awesome.
What?
I said I kind of forgot a little bit. It's like I'm so used to it now. So like I'm just like, oh yeah, that happened. Okay.
Yep, and that can be a good thing too,
Yeah.
just kind of keep it to yourselves and you don't have to like,
Make it a big show, yeah.
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 I remember that was like a thing. People would be like, I just want to walk around like this and have their hand like obnoxiously in the air.
It's
Why?
cool at work now when the old people ask me about my husband having kids. Because it's really weird when you have kids and you talk about your boyfriend. And I'm like,
Oh,
they're looking at me like, I'm
Sinner.
crazy. Exactly.
Just kidding.
Or I'll be like, oh, do you have any kids or do you have any grandkids? And they're like, my kids aren't married yet. I'm like, okay. That doesn't mean anything, but
I'll just keep my mouth shut.
I'm not either, so it's okay.
We have Halloween coming up, and we had talked a little bit about there's some considerations that you wanted to include and talk about. Do you want to go ahead with those?
Yes. So I was at Target, and they have this little like setup up about like kids with autism, and they have like, I think it's teal. I don't remember if it was the blue bucket or the teal bucket, but they have buckets set up that I think are the blue ones for kids that are autistic or nonverbal. So that if you see a little kid carrying around their little blue bucket, it could be they have something going on and they can't necessarily talk or say trick or treat or say thank you, which I think is cute. And then they have like buckets for like kids with allergies. If you're passing out candy, then you'll have like your little teal bucket, and it's good for like kids with allergies, which I think
so like
that's
nut-free,
super cute.
gluten-free,
Yes,
dairy-free, that kind of stuff.
I think that was super cool.
And why did that strike you? Why did you see that and say that was?
Because we are in the process of getting our 3-year-old tested for autism. So it kind of hit a spot that I liked because I think that is so cute. Like I've seen posts about it, but I don't ever see anybody like actually doing it. So now that I see something doing it, I'm like, that's amazing.
And raising awareness. I know
Yes.
that like some people, we had talked about this a little bit before we started recording, but like people are saying you have to say trick or treat.
Exactly.
You have
And
to say
some
trick or
kids
treat.
can't do
And
that.
it's like, yeah.
Some kids are nervous. Some kids don't like new people. Like some kids, they don't like doing that. So I think it's cool to have like something to represent that. Like, hey, I'm happy to be here, but I don't want you touching me. I don't want you talking to me. I have a kid. I cut his hair, and he's very autistic. And he's the funniest thing ever. But he used to scream when he came inside because he does not like people touching him. He sat in my chair, and he's like, I just have one request. And I'm like, oh, what is that? Don't talk to me. I'm like, okay, I can do that. I'm a talker, though, but yeah, I'll do that. He probably knows I'm a talker. That's why he said that. So, yeah, that's it. That's all he said. Don't talk to me. And I'm like, okay, we can do that.
And sometimes I wish we would have like, do you want to be talked to in the service or
Seriously.
like,
Yeah,
Just
do you
like with
wanna-
massages.
massages. I
the
don't
same
want to
situation.
talk during my massage.
I don't want to talk to anybody.
Yes. That's why it's almost better to go like to someone you don't know for a massage
Yeah.
so that you can just like write on the little form like, please don't talk to me.
I'm just
Yeah.
here for quiet.
I'm here for quietness. But then again, I have like my friend who did my eyebrows yesterday is like, we're chatting and catching up. She usually does my facials and stuff like that. And it's like fine to chat and catch up with a friend or whatever
Yeah.
too. But yeah,
Yep. I like to talk during massages.
you do. Do you?
Why?
Okay. Does your friends? Are you friends with the person who does your massages, or do you go to
I
different
go
people?
to a couple people. The one is she's a really good friend I went to beauty school with around the same time as her. So we always just catch up and just talk about that. And then, but like, if they're like really hitting a really good spot, I'm just always pretty like, ow, that hurts. And they're like, just breathe. And I don't know. I feel like if I was quiet during that, like trying to be, I think that'd be weird.
I've gotten a lot of really uncomfortable massages because I'm way too chicken to be like, oh.
Yeah, that's what.
I just pull myself up by my bootstraps and suck it in.
Yes.
Even when they're like really hitting
Oh yeah,
a
suck
bad
it
spot,
in. You
just
can't say anything.
No.
you don't say it.
Nope. Yep. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, I got a Chinese massage when I was in Des Moines like a year ago. Holy smokes, that hurt so bad. I was sore. So sore after that. But just not a peep.
Oh my god.
Kept it in.
I always tell them like, "Oh, you're really hitting it," and they're like, "Oh yeah, I can tell you've been really working this." And yeah. So
No,
I was
could
sore
never.
for like 3 days. Like Nick couldn't even touch my back. I'd be like, "Ow!" But it was amazing. So shout out Lexa, that big sugar.
Going back,
Going back.
the buckets thing I kind of like too, because both my kids really struggled with speech delays, and so they could not, like, they could speak, but it wasn't like intelligible at all. So I don't know. I would always be the one to remind, or like I would go up with them and be like, okay, you say thank you, and I'd be like, whoa,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, good.
That's what I plan on doing with Anders because you can't understand a
Yeah.
single thing he says.
Yeah, which that's totally fine.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's like my responsibility to like, vet out or whatever, and not whoever is handing out candy. Like, stay in your lane, mind your own beeswax. Like,
Seriously.
But I've never had someone who's giving candy like tell
I don't think I have either.
my kid like, "Hey, what do you say?" You know.
Yeah.
I've never dealt with that going door to door, but at a trunk or treat, it's always been a young kid. And, I tell my oldest, I'm like, okay, what do you say? Trick or treat. And then he's like, okay, say thank you. And just get one. And then he's like digging a handful, and this kid grabbed pushed my son's hand away, and was like, "Your mommy said 1." And I'm like,
Oh.
I'm gonna throw a hand. Yeah. You don't touch my kid like that. That was the only time I've dealt with that. But I just move on to the next trunk,
I was
That kid probably has siblings.
maybe. But I just I dealt with another young person. We went to like a indoor park, and Cutter was so excited to see these, just the big equipment, and he like pushed his way in because we paid and signed the waivers and everything. And then the young kid just goes, "Your son just pushed me."
Oh, I remember you telling me about this.
And I'm like, okay, he's just excited. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
So I just had, the young kids are just the ones like, "Your mommy said 1." Or, "Your son just pushed me."
I just go, oh, whoops.
Oh,
Then
you're
I
a
walk
grown
away.
man.
Seriously.
Deal with it.
He's 3.
Yeah. You're what, 16, 17?
Carver was probably 2.5, and he was handing out trick or treats. He was holding the bucket for everybody at my mom's house. And there was a kid who came up with a really, really scary mask and opened the door and hid. And so when Carver opened the door, he went and just scared the shit out of Carver. Just raw. And Carver like dropped the bucket and ran away, and he would not go trick or treating.
Poor thing.
It was awful. So just that was so inconsiderate. And even the next year, he's like, "I don't want to hold the bucket anymore."
Aww.
Traumatized
He
for
remembered
life,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. But you mentioned speech therapy before, and I know you said did your boys have to do speech therapy
Oh, yeah.
too?
Yeah, Bronny's still doing it.
Yes. Okay. So my son just started speech therapy as well. So that's definitely, I ended up, I've had Gannon who also had to go through speech therapy, and I used to drop him off and then he would do speech therapy and then I would go get like groceries or something or whatever. But now I've started to sit in speech therapy so that I can like take in like what should I be doing at home and what should I be whatever. And honestly, they're not doing anything miraculous. It's like literally just like,
It's the focused practice time
yeah.
that really, which I think helps them, just speaking from like Gus and Bronny, later. We didn't see her, myself and this teacher, didn't see huge progress until they were in school almost full time. They're around other kids. They're speaking all the time. They're speaking to teachers all the time, mixing with a bunch of different people, a bunch of different sounds, everything like that. So that's when we've seen the most progress. So,
Gotcha.
yeah. But the practiced focused time is good too, because they build the skills orally of like how things should be shaped and everything. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your relationship with speech therapy?
I actually like it a lot.
Yeah.
From when she started, I think it's also school has been helping so much because she does it through school now.
And
So
you told
they-
me that she has an IEP.
Yes.
So
Is
that-
it specifically speech or is it like a behavior?
Probably. I would say now that she's in school, it's a little bit of both. But like when she started speech therapy, it wasn't more so focused on her talking. We were more so focused on communicating, like focusing, like because she, the eye contact wasn't there. She, I had to get her hearing tested because we didn't know if she could hear or not because she wasn't paying attention. So we started off with like little things, and then now that she's in school, that girl's talking way more.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sometimes it gets annoying.
Oh my god. But
back to
she's
the time when you
very
weren't
like when she says something that she likes, or I don't know if it sounds good to her, she repeats
Oh, she's like a
Echolalia.
stimmer.
sentence over and over.
It's like an auditory stim.
Yes.
Yes. So like, or if she hears something or somebody says, that's why we gotta really watch what you say around her, because she's a repeater.
My mommy said you're fat.
Oh my gosh. Her dad, he's got a potty mouth.
Oh, no.
And the girl can't talk, but she can say them words real good. But she also, so like she's very smart. So like she can
is.
tell you the entire alphabet, forwards, backwards, numbers. She can count to I don't even know what. She can tell you what shapes are, what the colors are. She can tell you all that, but she couldn't talk. Like
She can't
besides
like
that,
have a conversation.
she can't have a conversation.
Yeah.
It's getting a lot better now. I can just tell that there's just certain things that she likes to say. Like, you hand that little girl a puzzle, she'll get that thing done in like 2 seconds. It's crazy. I don't get it. I'm like, you didn't get it from me. You definitely didn't get it from your dad.
Yeah, because I saw your Snapchat and she was doing the alphabet puzzle and she was just putting the letters like backwards and like correctly too.
Z to A. And I'm like, I didn't know she could do that.
And I'm like, I can't even do that.
No, I can't either. I was always like, you know how they have like the drunk driving test or whatever, and they're like, repeat the alphabet backwards. It's like, I can't do that sober.
Yeah, I have to sing it to myself to be able to pick out what letters next.
Or they'll be like,
There's no
start
way.
in the middle and go to the end. Let me say the first half first.
Yeah.
And then we'll get there.
Yeah.
But no, she's so smart in her own ways, which is amazing. She just needs a little extra help in other things. Like, the girl can count in Spanish. I didn't teach her that.
Yeah.
She just
That's
picking up on
crazy.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Spanish?
yes,
Where is she hearing that from?
probably YouTube. I let her watch shape video. That's what she likes to watch. But she still likes watching Hey Bear.
What's that?
Which is dancing fruit. You've never seen Hey Bear? Mm-hmm. Oh, it's like a sensory.
Oh.
I'll have to show you real quick because it's like the first thing that pops up on YouTube.
Yes.
It's
I know,
literally
Hey Bear
fruits.
Bear.
It's literally just fruits and vegetables.
Oh, I
Dancing,
have seen this before.
And then like Miss Rachel.
oh yeah, we
shoot,
love
that's
Miss
loud.
Rachel.
That's where she got all of her other stuff from. Okay, we got to go through all the ads.
You need a YouTube Premium. You won't have to deal with ads.
No, I'm not.
I'm not on YouTube like that, so but this is Hey Bear.
Oh, I call it
Yes.
dancing fruit.
So she literally will sit there and watch her fruits and veggies
Yep.
dance.
Yes.
They just dance.
Yes.
That's
There's
awesome.
other ones where they're bouncing more or spinning
Yep.
more, but yeah.
When I had to get stuff done, I would put them in the bouncer and then turn that on, and they would just like sit
They're like
there at the screen.
hypnotized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
awesome.
it's good for like sensory because it's of the black background and then it's just fruits and yeah, she loves it. So I let her watch as much as she wants to watch Hey Bear. She doesn't though. I'll put something on. She likes to listen to it, but she's always playing with her toys. She doesn't really care about what's going on the TV.
Yeah, but if you turn it off.
Oh yeah.
I was watching
That's
that.
how Bronny is too. Gus will just sit there and
Oh no, my
at it.
TV is broken. Oh no, my phone is broken. I'm all right. That is not
It
yours.
needs batteries.
Or her new thing is anything. She could drop something. She could fall. Oh no, mommy. I got a boo-boo. I need a bandage. Everything. I'm like, girl, you don't have a boo-boo. You don't need a bandage.
Yeah.
But okay, we can go get Band-Aids. That's fine. Oh, it's so funny.
What are you looking forward to most? Like, what will an autism diagnosis bring to her? Will she get more assistance? Will she get more help?
I would just say so for like help-wise, especially in school, because I think that's like my biggest fear is for her to get stuck in like a classroom that she shouldn't be in. Because I know like a lot of kids with behavioral issues have
Oh, that's me.
a lot of kids with behavioral issues have like something deeper than what they are seen to have. So they're struggling a lot more. I don't want her to have to struggle. I want her to have as much help as she needs to have. Because she's very smart. It's just, especially with like big groups, she doesn't know how to play with kids her age. She likes older kids. She likes to watch kids. She loves, I don't know, she just likes older kids. So as in her classroom, there's only 5. And then the other classrooms are huge. So I'd rather her be in a smaller classroom so she can actually focus and do her stuff than be in a huge classroom and like get lost because she doesn't know what she's supposed to do.
yeah.
Yeah, because if you're quiet and you're smart, you can easily
passed
get
over.
left behind, passed over
Exactly.
because you pass all your test scores and you don't cause problems.
And then that's like another thing in her classes because she is so smart. When they had her evaluated, they put her at a first grade level,
my
for
gosh.
learning. So they give her like brain testers. They give her things to, because she gets bored so easily because she knows the stuff. She learns it so fast. So they give her stuff that's a little harder to keep her interested, which that's what she needs. Because when she gets bored, she get a little naughty.
Yeah.
She got a little busy.
Yeah, it needs to be challenged and engaged.
Wow.
Yes.
So what does the whole process look like of like a diagnosis? I've seen a lot of stuff about this on TikTok, like for adults, but I don't know what the process looks like.
I'm not necessarily sure what the process like. So like her speech therapist, they have her in the classroom for autism. So they like she's not diagnosed by like the doctor setting or I don't know how
So
that
is it
works.
the school that originally brought it up to you, or did you like feel like there were signs for you guys?
I brought it up to her pediatrician.
Okay.
Who then put her in speech therapy, who then helped me to get her into the specialty people to help with that as well. But like when I first noticed it, she was only like a year and a half, because I used to work respite care with who's her uncle actually. He's autistic. He's 17, and they are the same person in different forms.
Yeah.
17, 3, same person. So like I brought it up when she was like a year and a half, because I'm like, I'm seeing these things.
Well, what were you seeing?
I don't know how
Because
to even explain it.
I think the papers, like if they talk with their hands a lot, or like hand motions, is that?
It's
like flapping.
yes, there's
She
rocking,
did used
slapping.
to do that, but hers is more so like she loves textures, like fluffy things. She loves fluffy things. She does not like Play-Doh. She doesn't like touching slime. She doesn't like. She used to hate grass. She used to not like she would freak out if I put her on grass. She does not like
that.
sand.
Oh, I get that too.
The child in water.
Love.
Good luck giving her out of that.
Okay.
It's crazy. She loves, like, she'll play in the toilet if I let her snap. Yes. I caught her in the toilet before multiple times. It's bad. But then it's like lining up things. She loves lining her things up. Puzzles. Like, you've seen it. The girl, she's a whiz. She gets the things super fast. She understands super fast. But then it was like the talking. She wasn't getting there yet. She would say things and then not stop saying it. So like she'd catch on and then she'd completely stop and focus on something else. The eye contact was not there. She's doing great now. She's doing awesome. Speech therapy has been helping with that a lot. But it's like a lot of the spinning. She likes spinning. She's doing better at that now. She doesn't spin as much. Now that she's older, it's noises. So she'll, like, if there's something playing and she doesn't like, I don't know if it's the frequency, because I'm not hearing what she's hearing, but she covers her ears and she'll hum and spin.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's a bigger...
So
Did you buy
what
her
kind of
headphones
settings
then, or
what settings would that be in?
She won't wear headphones.
Like if like an ambulance went by?
See, and that's where it's so
Okay, you can't.
different,
Okay.
because it's different every day. So, like Miss Rachel. She used to love Miss Rachel. Now I turn Miss Rachel on, she'll freak out. I think it's her high pitch. I don't know what it is. But then sometimes, depending on which video is on, she's perfectly fine with it. So it is the weirdest stuff ever. So I can't pinpoint what it is that makes her freak out.
Yeah.
It's different.
She's got an interesting mind.
She has a very interesting mind.
I'm always curious. I'm gonna be really excited to see how like she grows up and like fills in
Yes,
a
me
lot
too.
of it.
I am too.
Because like you're first grade level. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
But dang.
yeah, I'm curious to see where her interests would go as an adult.
I'm curious about that too, because I know where her interests are like now. But like now she's in school and now she's seeing the other kids do things, so now she's trying to do that as well, which I think is amazing. Like she's coloring. I could never get her to color before. They had her using paint. They got her to play with Play-Doh.
Oh
Like,
wow.
yes.
Okay.
And that's all stuff she's never she'd freak out over. And now she's she won't literally smush it in her hands, but she'll put a cookie cutter in it, which that's progress, because she would never do that before. So I think that's
Maybe
amazing.
just being around other kids and seeing
Yes.
them do it.
Yeah, the social
And
aspect of it. I
you
think is
had
huge.
mentioned she's in a specialized classroom. Is that right?
Yes.
What other kids would be in that classroom with her?
I
Are they all
feel
autistic?
like
Are
it's
they...
all kids that I would say are probably either autistic or getting tested for autism. Because I know, I met a few of the kids. She's only got 5 of them in her class, and I've met a few of them. And I know 2 of them don't talk because all they make are noises. So I do feel like the ones in her class are more so there like because they're like her, which I also like that too.
Yeah. And the room that you were describing, it sounds pretty awesome.
Oh, it's amazing.
Her classroom.
They've got like a swing in there. They have this little toy. It's like a fish they can sit on and spin in it. They have stuff that they can climb on. They have so much stuff in there.
Very sensory.
Yes, very. It's amazing. I think it's super cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how she's gonna learn in this classroom with all this stuff, but she loves it.
Good.
Like, she wakes up so excited to go to school, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I didn't get a high or nothing. Okay. Whatever, Amara. I don't want to say hi to you either.
That's such a pretty name. I love that name.
Thank
Amara.
you.
I like that. Just a little tidbit about what we went through with Gannon or whatever. We had a referral to the Center for Disability and Development down in Iowa City, and that was just part of Gannon's issues in general. It's like a comprehensive assessment review of like all of the systems, and we were having him evaluated for Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, a sensory processing disorder, and then potentially autism. And so the screening that they did on him was called an ASQ. If you are listening and you're interested in looking that up or whatever, and he failed that screening, and then he went through a full assessment. You meet with occupational therapy, speech therapy, physical therapy, and then you meet with like psychologists all in the same day. It's like a full 8 to 4 assessment, and then they had determined that he does not have autism from that assessment. But yeah, it was very comprehensive. I highly recommend the University of Iowa if you can get in. I know you said that it was a super long wait.
That just kind of makes me nervous, though, that they all do it just in one day. Because, like, once you get her to open up to you. But then also, I mean, if you go put her somewhere and let her do her little crafts and do all her puzzles, I think you'd look at her and be like, dang, okay. Either she's a super genius, because I also think that too. I'm like, what if she's just like that smart that she just can't comprehend
her
other
IQ
things.
is really high, that other like social, emotional is
But then I also look at her like stacking things, lining things, like her in the no eye contact, which is there now. Like it's better. But then I look at stuff like that and I'm like, I don't know.
Well, I think it's important to remember, and I just can see this about you, that you are an advocate for your child.
Oh, yeah.
So I think anyone who, for themselves or for their kids, that are wanting to get screened or looking into even other things too, that's important. Like, if you don't get the results that you want, I shouldn't say it like that. If you don't get the results that you think are correct, it's not a bad thing to continue to look and to look into it and to go somewhere else, because maybe things will be different somewhere else, or they'll catch something that the previous person didn't, or, things like that.
Yeah.
So I understand your worry, but you seem like you're strong-willed in like your protectiveness and
very
everything
knowledgeable.
of her. Yeah, exactly. And always willing to like know more. So I think even though it's nerve-wracking, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
And you'll get the
is.
answers that you think.
I feel like it
be
is
there.
more nerve-wracking not knowing what's going on than actually finally being like, okay, yes.
Yeah.
This
Because
is
doors
what
will
she
open
has.
too, like once she's officially
Yeah.
diagnosed. People, whatever school she's at or whatever, they'll know right away, okay, this is this. Like, these are the things that we can do to help her. Like, she'll know as she grows,
And that's
she'll
like
know
even
more.
like doctor's appointments and like dentists and stuff. Like
Right.
they
Yeah.
have the question at the dentist that's like, does your child have this? And one of
Yes.
them is autism. And it's like, okay, I can't click that because she's not diagnosed with it. But I really want to click it because I know she's going to go into this room and freak out.
It has similar needs to someone who
Yes.
has it. Yes.
Yeah, which in that case, ours has like, we just went to the dentist. It has like a notes option at the bottom. So I'm like, every time I would be like, okay, blah, 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 blah. Yeah,
Especially
I get
like
that.
with Dr. Todd.
Oh, the
Dr.
children's
Todd. I know when they get to a certain age, he doesn't like parents back with them. But yeah. Which I find crazy.
My kid was 3 and they pulled him back all by himself.
I say
he
no.
did just fine.
I say no.
Really?
I
I
absolutely
couldn't
not.
do it. I
Especially-
couldn't.
He did great.
Gus had terrible cavities when he was really little, and he was so speech delayed. I was like, we have to put this off as long as possible because if something happens, he won't be able to tell you that something's wrong.
Exactly.
He won't be able to express that something is wrong.
Me,
So we
I was
waited
just
as
so
long as
excited
possible
to
put it off.
sit in the waiting room all by myself.
Oh my
and
gosh,
some
no.
Have some time.
I'm so
Oh my
stressed.
goodness.
I'd be so stressed. I would never be
Yeah.
able to like just sit there.
But I also didn't have the same concerns that you did. I mean, I
Yeah.
can see why you had that, but yeah, no, they're like, yeah, you can come back if you want, but usually kids do better without their parents. And I was like, okay, bye.
I
again.
do feel that like at work a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Like the kids do so much better without
the parents.
And then they like sit there and hover on you, and I'm like, please.
Or like, I'm trying to talk to their child, and the parent just answers for them, and I'm like, I'm trying to like connect with your child. Like,
Yes.
back off.
Yes. And then you got some kids who are so disrespectful to their parents, and I'm looking at them like.
I
"No,
would
you
never
did
say
not
that
just-"
to my mom.
That's what I'm saying. Like I still wouldn't say that to my mom.
Yeah, it's different.
I hope I wasn't like that. Oh, shoot.
yes.
Sarah's over here like, I'm that mom.
No, I don't think that I was, but it's also hard because
Oh, the
like,
hover.
yeah, the hovering. But like the kids also, again, they had speech delays, so like
Yeah.
people would always
That
they'd
I
be talking to the
completely
kids and then they'd look at me
understand.
and they're like, "What did they say?" And I'm like, "Oh, they said this." So then I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I completely understand when
Yeah.
they're little. I would rather the parent be there when they're that small, but I'm talking like 8 and 9-year-olds. Like your
Oh, yeah.
child is old enough to
Yeah,
Yeah.
sit like
Yeah.
a big kid.
And make conversation. Part of that is like
Yes.
growth
Social
and development
skills,
too.
yeah.
Social
Learn some
skills.
social
Just making
skills.
small talk is a
Yeah.
skill that some people still don't have.
Oh me, yeah.
I've had
I feel like I'm
a
not good at
girlfriend
it.
speak for the boyfriend a couple of times in my chair. Mom, he would really like a short, and just talk for him.
I've had that multiple times where it's, please go sit down.
Yeah,
man.
you are not his mother.
Your
Like,
32-year-old will do just fine.
Oh my gosh, I would hate that dynamic. Just like being the woman. I do not enjoy acting like a parent to Calvin. I'm like, I don't want to even look at you when you make me parent you. So, I feel for those people. Good gracious.
it's interesting.
But the control aspect I get too, so that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, very weird.
Yeah. So,
All right.
yeah. My question was answered, sorta. So, good on my hand.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
No PSAs or anything.
Oh, I did have a question actually.
Okay.
Okay, so curious, and I know that your kids are young, but what kind of like expectations do you have for the people that she maybe would encounter in the wild?
Just to be like understanding, like especially like in public when she has some meltdowns. I'm not gonna lie, and sometimes they're worse than others. But the staring, oh my gosh, it's like,
You've never
some
seen
kids
someone
are
cry?
not all kids are the same. If you see a kid having a meltdown, okay, just look and move on. You don't have to sit there and stare at her. I feel like when people are just staring that much, like especially as the kid gets older, that gets embarrassing. And then they're gonna start freaking out. Like I have a little sister who's 6, and she be a little naughty sometimes. But like if she's out in public, she gets so embarrassed when people are staring at her. Like if something happens, and then she'll just start crying because she's not crying because she got hurt. She's crying because now she's embarrassed that everybody's staring at you.
Right.
But that's like more so like I'm always with her in public unless she's at school, so it's not like I'll say something, but I don't know. I just don't want her to feel like there's something wrong with her.
Right.
Because like why are you staring? Clearly she's having a moment. Let her have her moment and she'll be fine in 5 minutes. Like literally 5 minutes. That's all she needs.
Yeah.
A toy, a fluffy, anything. That's all she needs to calm down.
Yeah, I feel like that's hard too because, like I don't want to look away and like make you feel like nah, you're not my problem. I'm not gonna deal with you. Or like if you just want like a look like I understand, Mama.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
I've said that
completely
before. Is be like,
different.
hang in there, Mama.
Yeah, sometimes I
You're doing
just smile
great.
at 'em.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's completely different. Like, cause I mean, I'm the same way. I'll do that. It's more the judgment stare, and I'm like, why are you looking at her like that? First of all, she's 3. She is a very tall 3-year-old. Don't get me wrong. So she does look older than she is, but you can just tell. I don't know.
Yeah, that one's tough too. And then I remember, oh, this was a while ago, but now that like the autism and like the stimming, I've looked into it a lot, so I feel like I know, like, okay, they might have a little like they might be on the spectrum. And then there was that one incident at the hair salon, and this kid was autistic, and your mom was cutting his hair, but like, he's just screaming and like running off the chair and everything, and the parents are trying to like, come on, buddy, like, there was so much going on. And my client, he didn't say anything bad about it, but the dad heard something, but my client was like, if I acted like that, my wife would like have hit me on the head or something. But he didn't know that this kid was autistic, and I didn't like, he wasn't like saying it about the child, but the dad overheard something else and like looked back and yelled at him. And I just didn't want to be like, he wasn't saying that. He was just,
Yeah.
So I think people look at tantrums and they just like, oh, I just beat their ass. And I'm like, okay, that's not
helpful.
That's not helpful. And
Not
you don't
at
know the
all.
situation.
Yeah. That will make it worse if you show any type of aggression towards them.
Well, and it'd be confusing for them too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they already don't know why. For the most part, they don't know why they're upset. Like, I know, like, with Amara, it could be the smallest thing. She dropped a toy. Baby sister's looking at her. Like, I'm not even joking. Araya will come and look at her. And Mommy. I'm like, she's fine. She's not touching you. You're fine. But, like, it is different with every kid. Like, I know with her, I just get her. She's loving. She's got this little bunny right now that she loves. She has to take it to school with her. So when she has her bunny, she's fine. If I give her a fluffy blanket, she'll rub it on her face. She's fine. So, but like out in public, if I don't have access to that stuff, I might give her my phone for a little bit. I might hold her. I might if she's so heavy too, but it's okay. I'll still hold her. I'll get her a little toy, anything to help her calm down, because she doesn't like it. It gets to a point where she doesn't remember why she's upset anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's what helps to calm her down, too, is that now she doesn't remember why she's mad. Or I'll take something. She's trying to put a quarter in her mouth. I'll take it. She freaks out. Give her something else. She's fine.
Yeah.
Outbursts are hard, especially in public, because like I just want to help, but then I'm like, I'm gonna make the situation worse.
It doesn't happen much in public to
That's
the
good.
point where it's like, okay, now I have to leave because you're freaking out that much. But I think the worst meltdown she's had was when we were leaving back to school night or the open house, because she was having so much fun. And I'm like, we've been here for an hour to look at your classroom. We gotta go. And I literally am carrying her out, and she's freaking out. She was hyperventilating. I looked like I was kidnapping her. She doesn't look nothing like me. She looks like her father. So when I'm carrying this child out and she's acting like this, it looks like I'm kidnapping her. But no, that was probably the worst meltdown she's ever had. And I had to get her a pacifier. That's another thing. I took her pacifier away at 1.5 years. She bit through her last pacifier, and I'm like, I am not buying any more pacifiers. It's ridiculous. Then Mariah was born. She was like 2.5.
Oh no.
Sees baby sister with a pacifier. So now she needs a pacifier. Now she's very lovey-dovey, which she's never been lovey-dovey. I'm okay with lovey-dovey. I'm very okay with that. I'll give you all the cuddles. But girlfriend, she only wants cuddles when I'm cuddling baby sissy, which is fine. But no, she used to have passy teeth, so that's a big reason why I took it away. And now she's starting to get passy teeth again. And she's so sneaky because she like will put them places. I'll pick her up from daycare and she'll have a pacifier. I'm like, where'd you get that? I'll put her to bed. She'll have a pacifier. Where'd you get that? She'll take one out of her coat. I'm like, where did that come from?
Does she like suck on it, or does she like to hold it?
She likes to suck on it and hold it. She just likes to hold anything. So as long as she has stuff in her hands, she's fine.
Have you seen about Chewies instead?
Yeah.
I
To
have.
replace it?
I have. They have like the ones that she can wear like a pacifier, like with a clip. She doesn't like those.
Is it specifically like the sucking that she likes to do?
I think so. I think it's
Okay.
more of like a comfort thing. And that's why it's like really also hard to take it away from her because I don't like to take away her comfort things. But it's getting to the point where her teeth are getting bad
Messed up
again.
about it, yeah.
And
But
she,
it's her baby. Well, I guess.
I don't know
Jaw.
if that will necessarily matter, yeah. There's permanent issues if you...
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I just figured baby teeth.
she
it has
has
to do
a
with jaw
little lip
development
tie
and
up
stuff.
there. So her teeth are already, she's already got that gap. So now that her teeth are starting to form, it's like her fang, like I call them her fang teeth, are starting to like push behind almost.
Did they say, if, like, especially the speech therapist, about revision for that?
Not necessarily, no. Like she's been seen by her dentist and they said it's not that bad to have to snip it. But when she had her first dentist appointment, he was talking about snipping it. So now I'm going to just be like, we just got to get it done. Because
Yeah.
Araya has it too. Araya's is worse.
A lip tie is what?
That's that piece of skin right here. So hers goes all the way down to the bottom of her
Yeah.
gums, which was also like her first dentist appointment. I found out why she hated getting her teeth brushed because every time I brushed over that, it hurt her, and I didn't know. I didn't know she had that.
Do they have tongue ties too, or is it just the
So Araya did have a tongue tie. Hers got snipped in the hospital.
okay.
So, but now that her teeth are coming in, she's got a really bad lip
Yeah.
tie. So I think that hers is for sure gonna have to get snipped.
Yeah.
But
Ouch.
yeah, they both have
yeah.
cute little gaps in their teeth. I'm like,
I think that's cute though.
it is so cute.
It is cute. Yeah.
But it's making the pacifier mouth a lot worse now that it's. I can tell it's shifting because after I took it the first time, her teeth went back to normal.
Oh.
So now that she has it again, her teeth are moving again, and I'm like, yeah, girl.
Yep. I
We
got
gotta think of
the
something else.
Mom Frida, the pacifier. It just gets smaller and smaller, and that's how I cut her off.
Oh yeah, I could take it from her. Like I'll just take them, but she finds them everywhere. She has them stashed, I swear. Like she'll just walk out with.
She
a
like made a
pacifier.
hole in her wall and put a poster.
Like we'll even be at my mom's house, or like she'll be in the car seat, and like I'll be FaceTiming my mom and show her, and then I'll be like, Amara, get that out of your mouth. Like, where did you get that?
Just found a spawner
stealing
car
them.
seat.
Seriously,
Stuffing.
she's got them stashed. I know we have pacifiers everywhere. The amount of times I bought pacifiers, I know physically where two of them are. So where do you have them? Where are they hiding?
She probably takes them at daycare from another kid.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
And that was another thing that I was like, I don't want her taking them from the other kids.
Yeah. Germs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was just thinking about tantrums.
Oh.
That too.
Well, that's for the daycare people to deal with. So
Exactly.
I suppose that's true, yeah.
I could never.
She does pretty good at daycare.
Good. In home.
Yes. Except for on Wednesdays, because she doesn't have school on Wednesdays. So she freaks out because she thinks she's going to school because she's so stuck in that routine. When she goes there, she'll eat breakfast and then go to school. And then she realizes, I'm not going to school. So she freaks out. So Wednesdays are not.
Oh,
good
and then
days for her.
School. She drives to or she goes on a school bus.
Yes.
How's that?
It's
good?
good.
It's good.
Oh, you
She loves it. So she's always wanted to ride a school bus. She's loves the wheels on the bus. She loves seeing school buses. She was so excited to ride a school bus. And with like day 3 on the school bus, I got to talk to her daycare lady. And there was a problem on the bus where she was told to either sit down or stop jumping, or I don't know. It's Amara. I wouldn't be surprised if she was hopping over seats. I don't know what she was doing. But she's screaming. They have a bus aide on the bus because she's on a special needs bus. So she was screaming at this lady, which I'm like, if you knew Amara, that's good that she's just screaming at you, okay? You can handle some screaming. You're a bus aide on a special needs bus. But when she got dropped off, the bus aide told her daycare provider that it was unacceptable that she was on the bus screaming at her the whole time. So yes, you're an aide on a special needs bus, and it's unacceptable for your kid to scream. So then I got in contact with her teacher because school was closed, and I could message her teacher and just let her know the situation. And I'm like, she could do worse than that. That's screaming is the least of my concern. Like, that's all she was doing is screaming. But her teacher had said something to the bus aide and was like, she's got her buddy in her backpack. If she's crying, give her something. She's bored. She's going to scream.
They would, you know.
That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, I haven't had any issues since, but I didn't like that at all. So I'm like, what do you mean it's unacceptable? She's screaming.
3.
And she's 3. I'm like, wow. And it's like literally 5 minutes from school to daycare, if that.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. Like, she goes to school at Harding, and her daycare is literally down 12th Street, and then that first stop past the bridge. Yeah. And I'm like,
How old is the bus aide?
I don't even know. I
I need a new bus aide.
Sounds like old lady behavior.
It's like that TikTok video of that kid touching that lady's hand on the bus, and she goes,
Oh, I remember that.
like, that's what I picture.
Funny.
I don't know
Yeah.
if I've ever seen that.
You've never seen
Being
that?
on TikTok as often as I
No, this was
am
Vine.
sometimes, I have no idea.
This was Vine.
I
It's
wouldn't
the
know.
way
Older.
she moved her hand. She's like,
Because he just went to go like this, and the lady just...
you gotta watch it. It's
Okay.
funny.
I'll put it on.
I knew
Put
exactly
it on the
what you were
Instagram.
talking
Yes, I knew
I
you
was
would
not
get
a
it.
Vine person though. That was pre-social media for me.
Vine
Like
was
pre-internet.
hilarious.
The only internet activity I did was YouTube music videos during that time. So sorry.
That's okay.
Hannah's
It was
annoyed at
funny,
me about
though.
it.
Yeah.
Though,
It
always.
was funny though.
Oh boy.
And on that note, thank you for coming.
Of course.
Love talking to new people.
Yeah.
Well,
She's
New
new
to
for
you.
us, not new
Yes.
for you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. New perspectives.
new perspectives, and then, yeah, all children are different.
Yeah. That's true.
So
Very true.
give the mother kindness.
Lots of kindness.
And yep, Halloween is coming, so yeah, just
Keep your mouths shut, people.
Take notice of a bucket, a Halloween bucket.
Yeah. Blue or teal.
I think it's teal.
I think.
I think blue. Well,
I'll
I should
put-
ask my mom because my mom knows
Is
the
it like
allergy
the same
one.
color? So if I see a blue or teal bucket, then we'll know what's
We'll know
happening.
something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll make eye contact and be like,
Exactly.
All right. On that note, this has been Calissa
Hannah
And Sarah.
And Danajua.
woohoo.
All right. Bye.
Bye.